to do my April wrap-up and May to be read. Whee! Exciting! I read 6 books in the month of April, which is really good for me because I am kind of a slow reader. I usually like to take my time with books, but there were a couple that I just like whizzed through because I enjoyed them so much. Before I get started, I just also want to say that I am drawing for my giveaway winner, and that video will be up on Sunday, so stay tuned to see if you are the winner of my giveaway, and I will be announcing another giveaway because, as I promised, you know, I did a giveaway at 250 and I'm going to do another one at 500, which I've already passed. So just very quickly, I want to say thank you so much to everyone who's subscribed, and I will be doing another giveaway, and I'll talk more about that on Sunday. Now let's get into them books. First book that I read in the month of April was 13 Reasons Why by J. Asher. I did a full review on this, which I will link somewhere up and around this little area. But basically, this is a story about Hannah Baker, who committed suicide, and before she dies, she passes tapes along from person to person to person, and they go along to 13 different people, or the 13 reasons why that she ended up taking her life. So the main character in this story is actually a boy named Clay, and Clay had a crush on Anna, and he's very confused as to why he's receiving these tapes. It just kind of goes through the 13 different people. I really like this book. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. It was such an interesting story, very different, kind of creepy. The whole book just goes through like either 1 or 2 days or something like that. I really liked it, and I definitely recommend it. The next book that I read in the month of April was The City of Bones by Cassandra Clare, and my copy is a big honker. Look at that. Wow. So I also did a review on this book, which I will link somewhere up in this corner, switching it up on you. But basically, this book is about shadow hunters. I don't want to go into too much detail about these books because, as I said, I did do a review on it, so if you want to learn more, then please check it out up here. In a nutshell, it is about a young girl named Clary who kind of gets thrust into this world of shadow hunters because her mother was kidnapped and she's trying to find them. There is a love triangle in it. It's got demons, it's got werewolves, it's got vampires, it's got human beings and fairies. So it's got a lot of stuff jam-packed into this book, but I did really enjoy it, and I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. The next book that I read was The Magician's Nephew by C.S. Lewis. So this is the first book in the Chronicles of Narnia series, which I know I have not read because I'm a major slacker. Oh, there's a map in the back of this one. I didn't love this book, but I definitely liked it. I heard the series gets better as it goes along, so I gave this one a 3 out of 5 stars. Basically, it just follows a young boy named Diggory and his friend, what's her name? Polly. His crazy uncle Andrew is a magician, and he creates these magic rings which sends the children into another world. Actually, they go to a couple different worlds, but they end up in Narnia just as Narnia is being born, so they go on all these different adventures, and they have to deal with like an evil queen, witch person. It's really good for a children's book. I'm really excited to read the next one because I've heard the series just gets better, so yes, 3 out of 5. This just fell on my foot and it really hurt. So the next book that I read in the month of April was Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. I loved this book. I flew right through it. I think I read it in like 2 days, only because I had to sleep. I also did a full review on this one, which I will link up here. Basically, the story just follows Anna, and she has to move to a boarding school in Paris, which she's a little bit sad about because she doesn't want to leave all of her friends. But of course, she makes new friends in Paris, and she makes a friend in Etienne St. Clair, a handsome little devil who is also a little devil because he has a girlfriend, but they develop a friendship. It's really just about their relationship developing. Like, that's kind of the main gist of the story. If you want to learn more about it, please check out my review. But I really like this book. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. And look how cute the cover is. Literally the entire time that I was reading it, I kept like turning to Jeff and I was like, can we go to Paris? I want to go to Paris. This will make you want to go to Paris, so look out for that. The next book that I read in April was Alice's Adventures in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll, which of course is the classic story of Alice in Wonderland. So if you don't know about this book, then either read it or go see the Disney movie. Just joking. This book follows a young girl named Alice, and she goes down this rabbit hole and she discovers this whole new world, Wonderland. She runs into like evil queens and mad hatters and Cheshire cats and caterpillars smoking hookahs. This book was like, what? I actually like this book because I really like weird, quirky things, which this definitely is, but it can be really hard to follow at times. Like, I'm pretty sure the author was probably maybe taking some drugs when he wrote it, but I definitely still liked it. I think I gave it a 4 out of 5. For a classic, this is probably a better fit for me than, say, reading something like Don Quixote, which doesn't seem to interest me at all. I liked it. Alice in Wonderland. I also love the Disney movie, so I don't know. And the final book that I read in the month of April was The Tiny Book of Tiny Stories. I always say it in that voice, Tiny Stories. This is from Hit Record and Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and there are 67 different contributors to this book. Basically, it's just got a lot of little short stories and then illustrations. This book was amazing. I absolutely love it. I have a video coming out soon about it where I do kind of like a mini review and read along sort of. So stay tuned for that, but I gave this book a 5 out of 5 stars. I can't wait to get the second one. I loved it. Also, I was reading through April and I didn't get to finish it because I'm reading this one really slow. I don't know, there's moments in this book where I'm like super into it, and then there's moments where I'm like, let's get on with it. And that book is City of Ashes by Cassandra Clare, which is the second book in the Mortal Instruments series. So I'm about that far through. I think I have maybe like 150 pages left, so it won't take me that much longer to finish it. So far, I'm, like I said, it's kind of like a roller coaster for me. Like, there's parts that I really enjoy, and then there's parts that I just get kind of bored with, and then I start reading slower. But as a whole, I do really like this book, so I shall finish it soon. Merp. Okay, so next up is my May TBR, and first of all, May is my favorite month of the year. I'm so excited because it's my birthday month. I'm going to be a quarter of a century old, which blows. 25. I'm gonna have a real hard time with that one. I have picked 5 books to read in the month of May, so hopefully I get through all of them, and I'll probably end up reading like another one in there, possibly. I don't really know. So the first book that I've decided to read in the month of May is The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants by Anne Brashares. I never know if I'm saying her name right, so forgive me if I'm saying it wrong. I am going to be reading this book along with Emily from X Obsessed Reader X. I will link her channel down below. Neither of us have read this series, which seems kind of like crazy because Sister of the Traveling Pants, it's like super girly. You know, you would think that maybe I would have read this, but I haven't. So this will be the first book that I tackle in the month of May. What is happening? The month of May. So it's not very long. It looks like it's going to be a quick, fun, girly read, and I'm really excited to get into this series. Yay, pants! The next book that I will be reading in the month of May is Scarlet by Marissa Meyer, and I'm so excited. You know that I love Cinder. I can't even deal. So if you want to see my review on Cinder, I'll link it somewhere over here. I loved Cinder. So Scarlet is going to be a retelling of Little Red Riding Hood, mixed match with Cinder's story in between. I think it alternates chapters, I'm pretty sure, but basically Scarlet's story is that her grandmother is missing and she's going to find her, I think. I tried not to read any reviews or anything on this because I wanted to go into it with a clean slate. I am so excited to get into this book. I'm probably going to read it in like a day because I can't even. The club can't even handle me right now. The next book that I'm going to be reading in the month of May is Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell. And I am reading this for my book club, which is the Book Generator Club. I will link our channel down below where we read a book each month and then review it at the end of the month. But even if this wasn't for the book club, this would still be the book that I am reading because I have heard mind-blowing things about this book. Like, everyone loves it. It's supposed to be so good. It is a contemporary novel about two 16-year-old misfits, Eleanor and Park, and how they realize, you know, that falling in love at high school is pointless. They still really want to try. So it's like a realistic love story, and I'm really excited because the cover looks adorable. It just sounds adorable. And I like adorable things. Adorable. The next book that I'd like to read in May is Safe Haven by Nicholas Sparks because I have not read this book yet, and I must read you because I want to watch the movie. And I can't watch a movie without reading it. I need to put this bad boy on my list. I haven't read a Nicholas Sparks book since like last summer, so I really need to read another one because I'm missing me a little Nick Sparks. I miss you. Come back to me. And then finally for my TBR list, something that was supposed to be on my list for the month of April, and I tried to read it, I picked it up twice, I just didn't feel like reading it, and that is Parallel by Lauren Miller. I need to read this book because I've been saying I'm going to read it for the past 3 months. Whoopsies. The thing about it is that all the reviews seem really good, everyone who's read it seems to really like it, so I don't know why I've been putting it off for so long. I just feel like there's so many other books that I really want to get into, but I need to read this. We'll try again in May. Lauren, my arm around you. buddy old pal, for May. And that's all that I have, folks, for my wrap up and my TBR. I lost my train of thought. Please stay tuned for Sunday when I will be announcing the giveaway winner for my 250 subscriber. And I actually have a little surprise in that video as well. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe there will be one winner. Maybe there will be two. I don't know. Like, I probably just ruined the surprise. Watch anyways. Maybe I'm lying. Who knows? And then I will, as I said, be announcing another giveaway for my 500 subscribers. Whee! This isn't 500. That says 10. What are this? Of course, tomorrow I will have a First Page Fridays up for you. Until then, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, please subscribe, click a thumbs up. Let me know if you've read any of the books that I have read. Let me know what you thought of them or any of the books that I'm planning on reading next month. Like, let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what's going on in that head of yours. Let me in. I want to see. I will see you guys again tomorrow. Bye-bye. I woke up this morning to a cat smashing a candle and also a cat munching on Jeff's tie. Great start to the day. Ah, I fell on my foot. It's really good for a what? Carl, I can hear you doing bad things. This book that I'm going to, not that one. Then I'm dying. Albie, oh, don't eat that. All the books fell on my feet. Hi ho, hi ho. It's off to work I go, but I don't want to go. I don't want to go.